Okay, so once the algorithm has switched and confirmed, it gives me my stop if I'm wrong, and it also gives me my targets if I'm right. There's 1, 2, and 3 right here, and sometimes I get even more than that. All right, good morning. It is June 18th, Thursday. So our algorithm had switched and gave us permission to jump into this stock. So we're jumped in short, and we're getting stopped out here. But at least we're in the right stock today. So we're off to a good start already. And now we just got to hopefully make some winners. All right, we'll come back in a little bit, see what happens with this one. All right, so there we are. We are stopped out of that trade. So we start the day off with a loser. Looks like 50 cents. 50 cents is what our loser is on this trade to start the day. So we've had quite a few winners on this one. We did have 2 losers in a row of late though. So going forward, this should be an awesome trade going forward. After 2 losers, it usually doesn't have more than 2 in a row before it gives us a little win streak again. So should be good to go. I'm just scrolling through my log over here. Yeah, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners in a row, and then now he's just stacked up 2 losers. So occasionally we get 2 losers back to back. Then we had 1 loser, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we had 4 other winners. So yeah, we've had quite a few winners on this thing. So that's how it goes in trading. I think if everybody looked at their account as a chart, you would see it going up, and then you would see pullbacks, and you would see consolidation, and you would see up, and you would see consolidation and pullbacks and up. And that's just kind of how accounts seem to grow. So we'll get a little pullback here in our account with this loser today and yesterday, and we'll see if anything else shows up. Right now, I have afternoon stocks, but they all already set up for the morning, and I don't trade them in the morning, so the success isn't good like I showed you with that one yesterday. So once they've set up, I don't usually trade them. This is the only one right here. Actually, if it sets up again, I'll take it. So I don't know. We'll see if we get anything coming back in. Yeah. So on this particular stock that we just traded for my students, I put my stop above this candle right here, this huge red candle, expecting it to come back and test the top of it. After you've done the regular simple switch trading class, there's an advanced class that talks about some of these things that'll show up once in a great while, where 90% of the time putting my stop above this would have allowed the room it needed, and then it would have went down and profited. So sometimes stock needs a little bit more room than the algorithm tells you, and it's very rare that happens, but sometimes it does happen. And when it does happen, it's it's pretty clear indicators that are in here that you learn in that class that will help you with that. And then it's almost always, say almost, like 90% of the time you needed that room and you'll be good to go. If I did not do that, I could have did, if I was just trading the regular simple switch without that additional piece, I could have used a speed bump play on this and recovered this trade, and it would basically have been a zero sum, and I would be break even on the day. So that if I had done that, then yeah, it would have been awesome. It would have been break even, and it would have been a good speed bump play. But instead, I went with the other, which it has a really high success rate. So unfortunately, it looks like we got stopped out, and now watch it go all the way down and be like a 5-hour winner. Of course, that's what will happen. But anyway, just wanted to show you that if you're not trading with the advanced simple switch, you definitely could have taken this as a speed bump and recovered your day and break even and moving on. And yeah, look at this. See, so and as for my students, the advanced simple switch, one of the things I tell you in the class is it's a bit subjective. So I clearly missed the stop by just a few pennies here. Had I put it, a few pennies different, then I would still be in this trade and on its way back down. And who knows? It's in a channel right now, so this could just stay like this all day long and then break out or break down. But yeah. All right, so coming back to this chart. So as I was processing the video so I can upload it to YouTube, this stock set up again. So I can trade this particular stock a bunch of times as long as it sets up before 12 p.m. The stock number for this for my students is 10033, if you're curious. So this, as I said earlier, when this happens, along with some other stuff that's in here, there's some technical setups here that when those happen with the algorithm, I need to change my stop. And as I tell my students in the class for going to advanced simple switch class, is that becomes a little bit subjective. So right now, when the algorithm just works as by itself, it tells you exactly what the ideal entry price is, your targets, stops, like it pretty much gives you right to the penny what's going on. Or even if there's fractions of pennies, it would tell you on the entry as well. But then when this one little thing happens occasionally with like a more than 90% success rate, you have to move your stop. And when you're moving your stop, it gets a little bit subjective. So I put my stop at 95, at 64.95, and you can see the high of this candle was 64.97. So a bit subjective, and I missed it by 2 pennies. So had I put my stop in the right place, this would have been a solid winner without the loser part of it. And and then we would be good to go right now. So unfortunately, I missed that by 2 pennies again because of the subjective view on it. So that's one thing with trading. A lot of trading is subjective, and that's why I choose to trade with an algorithm. There's a lot of traders though too that I'm gonna link a video in here. John Howe is a YouTube trader. He's got great videos to watch if you haven't seen him. John Howe. I'm gonna link one of his videos to this video in the description, which he talks about. He gives it straight to traders. Why you're losing money. And it's very, very honest to the point that I would be surprised if he kept the video up. I would imagine he probably got a lot of crap for it because some people don't like to hear the truth. But that's how it is. Truth hurts, and it's good for everybody to hear it. So I'm going to link it to here. But with that said, a lot of times traders, even myself, will feel like, you're looking at this right here. 2 pennies, I missed my stop by, right? I put it it got my stop, went 2 pennies above it, and then came all the way back down. So then it's like, oh man, the stock market's out to get me. That this is rigged. It knew I was there and it just got me out before, like all that stuff. And the reality is this is a game. It's a game. There are things that happen in the game. And if you don't play the game well, then you lose. And literally, that's exactly it. This is a giant video game with thousands and thousands and thousands of players. And you're going to have losers, you're going to have winners, and the people who play the game the best, whether they have better tools, they're using algorithms, they're using whatever it might be, they've just been around forever, they can forecast, whatever it might be, better emotional fitness, so they don't take the risk that the rest of us might take, things like that, they're going to win, and the rest of us will lose, So that's how it is. You're going to have winners, you're going to have losers. And I was a loser here because I didn't see this properly. So I missed it by just a skosh. Not blaming the stock market for coming up and getting me out. So, and that's how it is. But definitely check out that video. He's got a really good rant about losing in the market, and it's just good to hear. Like, even as a pro trader, it's good to hear it kind of remind you and like be like, oh yeah, you're right. And kind of like reset stuff. So anyway, then the stock set back up, algorithm switched again, had permission, all good. So we jumped back into this trade. And we're down here. We're a winner already. And actually, I didn't put my stop in. So I'm going to do that here in just a second. I think I got plenty of time, though. But so, yeah, so we're about to turn a red day into a green day, which is awesome. And part of me, when I lost here, was like, oh, I want to get back in. I just want to get in right now. Like, I can't. Got to follow the rules. I can't do that. So, you want a revenge trade. I want my money back. So right now, I came back down. So here's what's happening right now. So it comes down. I don't have dollar amounts on my screen anymore, right? Get rid of that kryptonite. But I still know that I want to make 50 cents per share, which I made already. And then I was like, oh, just a little bit more, and then I'll have a solid green day after commissions. And now look what's happening. So if this thing rallies all the way back up and I turn a green day because I wanted to cover commissions into a red day, how bad is that? That's what we do though, right? We're there and we're like, I just want to get here and then I'm going to be good. And then it got there and I was like, oh, but if I get a little bit more, I probably can cover commissions. Oh, but if I get a little bit more, I can make a little bit of profit. Oh, but if I get a little bit more, right? And then next thing you know, you're in the red. So we're in this trade. We're going to let it roll for a little while and we're going to see how it turns out. All right, so we're going to put our stop in for 6411. It's building a base right here, so I'm going to go ahead and buy. All right, cool. I don't know what happened there. All right, so we're in 6411. We get stopped out. We get stopped out. We'll recover most of our day, which is awesome. I got in a little bit late. Had I got in right on time, we would have already recovered our day and been in profits, and it would have been a green day. But I got in a little bit late, so we're still going to be a red day. Let me see how many pennies were red. All right, so we'll be in the red by 25 cents per share. Totally could have had my full recovery had I got out right here as planned, and I didn't follow the plan. So, yeah, that's what happens. Traders, sometimes we let our emotions give us a hiccup. So I could have been green, and then yeah, look at that. And then same thing. If I would have got in right on time, then I would also been way in the green today. So today should be a green day. It's going to be a red day when it should be a green day. All my fault though. See, good thing I put my stop in. Look at that. But yeah, all right, traders. So hopefully my students were able to learn something from this right here, whether you've taken the advanced section course or not. And and if you didn't, you would have did this as a speed bump play, and you would have you would have zeroed out your day as soon as it touched here, as long as you didn't get emotional and decided to try to wait for more. And then for those of you who jump back in for this next trade, hopefully you got in on time and you recovered your day and you had a green day and you didn't let your emotions get to you and turn your green day into a red day like I just did. All right, so here we are in another stock. So our algorithm switched, telling us to get into it long, and then we got permission, volume agrees, and we're jumped in. So we're in here. So when you trade the same stock a couple times, it just shows up as one bar here. That's why you only get one bar. This is the stock we're in right now. And then over here you have all your trades lining up in this window over here. At least it's how I have mine set up. And then over here is my open orders. So anything that's open, which is a stop that I have and a target. I already got everything set in since I'm not going to sit here and watch it. I'm going to go ahead and get stuff done and then come back and see how this trade worked out. But I got my target in for 41.35, my stop in for 40.63, and then yeah, my entry was 40 in that area. 40.98, we got in perfectly right on the money. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this will turn us into a green day. It'll be awesome. And it would already be a green day if I didn't get greedy, but I got greedy and almost a green day. But this could finish it off for us. We're already red, so I'll get if it's red. But hopefully it'll be green. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes or a few hours, whatever it takes. So here's the tricky part. So yeah, we've been in this thing forever. Almost got stopped out. Finally came back up. We're back in the green, sort of, by a penny or two. And looking at the clock, I only have 9 minutes left to be able to make a trade. So 2 candles, this candle and one more candle. So it's like, do I just jump out of this stock right now where I'm, ahead by a couple pennies? Or do I hang out and hope that it continues this direction? Or, because then if it comes back down and then goes that direction, I'll already have to be out because I got to be out by 350. According to Capital Markets Elite Group, the majority of my position has to be out. So, yeah, what do you do? We're at break even right now. I'm going to hang out. I'll ride it to the last candle, and then we'll close it wherever it is. Reason is, whenever I vet these stocks, I vet them to that last candle, and that's how I got my number, and that's what made me want to trade it. So I'm just going to wait till the last candle. If this was up here more, I would put my stop in a little bit above break even. Actually, if I walked back in the office and I saw this here before it pulled back, I'd probably put my stop a little bit above break even. Or I might have just jumped out, actually. We'll see. We'll hang out another 5 minutes. All right, so now we're back in the green, and we got like 3 minutes left, roughly. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a market order. And I'm long, so I'm going to cancel that order, and then I'll hit sell, because that'll change from short to sell once I don't have any open orders. Then what will happen is I'll sell this here at with a couple minutes to go. Like at the last minute I'll sell it. And then this will continue to rally and probably be an awesome winner, and I won't be in it. That's just the way it goes. It's like, why? But all good. At least it's not a, well, we're not out yet, but it's not a big red trade. And this, recovers a little bit of our day today, so we won't be down as much. Okay, got 2 minutes. See if this thing can give a good little push up here. Break to a new high here. Not really a new high, but a break above this. Okay, we got 1 minute left. Pushing at 11. Let's get over 13 and we'll be a green day. 12. I'm going to clear that order. So now turn to sell over here. All right, come on, 50 seconds. Give me 2 pennies. 1 more penny. And I'm out. I'm out. What did I get out at? 13. Oh, now I wish I was still in. 1 more penny. All right, so I think that actually gives us a green day. So let's look at that. All right, so that breaks me even on the day. Gives me 1 more penny, and I would have been able to color it green instead of yellow. All right, cool. Well, hey, we're green on the day. We pulled back, so we got 0 pennies per share for the day. It's a wash. Yes, I'm still going to be red financially because of commissions. I'll be down probably $23. This window right here. But we'll be green as far as pennies per share, or not green, but break even as far as pennies per share go. Man, if I could have got that 1 more penny, 1 more penny. All right, everybody. Hope you had just nick of time too. Hope everybody had an awesome day, and we'll see you tomorrow, Friday.